How do you become a better salesperson? We've got the answer to that question for you today on this episode of the Inside BS Show. Hi, I'm Dave Lorenzo. This is the Inside BS Show. This is our sales tip portion of the show. We're here every day with a brand new sales tip, and today we're answering the question, how to become a better salesperson. Now, if you want to become a better salesperson, here's what you need to do. Adopt a consultative sales approach. Adopt a consultative sales process. The key to becoming a better salesperson is a better understanding of your client. What do I mean by that? Well, I'm going to give you the 5 steps necessary to become a better salesperson. First, you need to interview a lot of clients. That's right, you actually have to go out and talk to people who are the ideal client for your product or service. And you're talking to them with no agenda other than to understand them and where they're coming from. There are 5 things you need to discover when you're talking to your ideal client. The first thing you need to discover is the pain that your product or service takes away. What pain were they in before they came to work with you? What pain did you take away? What problem did you solve for them? The second thing you need to understand, what are your ideal clients' goals? What were their goals when they started working with you? And how did you help them fulfill their goals? How did you help them achieve their goals? The third thing you need to understand is, why are they looking to solve this problem now? Understand why they are looking to solve this problem now. That's critical. That's about urgency. Why does your ideal client want to solve this specific problem now, today? Why do they want it off of their plate? When you understand this, you will understand how to sell them using urgency as a critical element. If you know why they want to get rid of this now, maybe it's costing them money, maybe they're not making money because of this, maybe they have too much risk because of this particular situation, and you can remove the risk. You can help them make more money. You can help them save more money. No matter what those elements are, you need to know them because that creates urgency. The fourth thing you need to discover is, what happens if they don't solve this problem now? What happens if they don't solve this problem now? What happens to the company? What happens to them personally? That's super important. How will not solving this problem hurt them personally? And how will solving this problem benefit them personally? This personal interaction, this personal issue is critical to you developing a relationship with your ideal client in the future, with your prospects who will become your ideal client. Understanding how it impacts them personally is essential. The fifth thing is, how do they make their decisions? How does your ideal client make a decision on purchasing a product or service? Because it's going to be similar for other prospects. Your ideal client and your ideal prospects are probably going to be similar in their decision-making process. So that's the first step. Interview lots of clients and discover those 5 things. Their pain, their goals, why they solve this problem immediately, what happens if they don't solve the problem, and how they make decisions. The second step is to find out where the clients go and what they read to stay sharp. Where do they go and what do they read to stay up on all the industry trends? This is essential. You need to know where they go to keep their industry knowledge up to date, what they read to stay abreast of what's happening in their industry. The third thing is, you need to speak their language. You need to understand how they talk. If you've ever watched a movie like Glengarry Glen Ross or Boiler Room, then you know, and you're in sales yourself, you know that we salespeople, whether you're an entrepreneur and you sell, whether you're a lawyer and you sell, or whether you're a sales representative and you sell a product or a service, we have our own language. We talk about closing deals. We talk about prospects. We have our own language and our own vocabulary. Well, the people that you're going to work with, the people that you're selling to, they have their own language too. You need to understand the industry language so you can speak the industry language. So that's step 3, learn their language. Step 4, speak, write, create content using all the information you've collected. Do videos like I'm doing now. Educate your clients. Go out and speak from a stage to audiences full of people who look just like your ideal clients. Go to industry trade associations and speak to groups of people. Write articles for industry trade publications, for websites. You gotta make sure you're out among them, but more importantly, in front of the crowd, on the stage, writing the articles, being the thought leader. Use all the information that you've just figured out through your consultative research to become a better salesperson. Use that information to go out to these audiences and help them in mass. And then finally, the 5th step is, now that you're an expert, find your ideal prospect, identify the problems they have, and reach out to offer to solve those problems. So you're in front of large groups of people who look just like your ideal client. You're educating them. You're presenting great information. Then finally you say, if you're like my best client, you have this problem. And if you have this problem, I have these 5 solutions. So reach out to me today and I'll help you solve those problems. Use that information to go out to your clients or your ideal clients in mass, your prospects. Use that information to go out to your prospects, groups of them, and help them by educating them, and then offer to solve their problems. Offer to the group, get their contact information, and then call all of them individually and offer to help them solve their problems one-on-one. This is the thing about selling. Selling is helping people solve problems in return for financial compensation. If you're wondering how to become a better salesperson, you need to go out and adopt a consultative sales process and then offer to solve problems in exchange for money. That's what you do. That's how to become a better salesperson. My name is Dave Lorenzo. This is the Inside BS Show. We're here every day. Look, if you like what you heard today, if you like what you saw today, subscribe. Ring that notification bell because we post new content every day and you want the edge, so you want to be the first to get it. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you ring that notification bell. I'll see you right back here again tomorrow. Until then, check out our interviews. We interview a brand new business person every day. I want you to make a great living and live a great life. I'll see you right back here again tomorrow.